So, beloved Swamiji, Osho in one of the discourses said, saints, mystics, yogis are aware of their death 6 months prior to their death. Did Osho ever tell you how long he is planning to live? Was he aware 6 months prior to January 1990 that he'll be leaving the body? Osho looked so healthy and fit in early days, and in short span of time we started seeing white hair and beard after his enlightenment, deteriorating physical health from muscular body to bony structure after apparently poisoned by the US federal marshals while in prison in Oklahoma. Many says he completed his spiritual mission and had no reason to live for longer time and suffer in the body. Swamiji, could you please talk about Osho's last stages of his life and his mindset? Even Buddha addressed all the monks once more on his death day that these were the very last words he spoke. My dear disciples, this is the end. In a moment, I shall be passing into nirvana. Be your own island, your own refuge. I would imagine master of masters like Osho would leave his body bidding farewell to all the sannyasis with last messages, celebration and joy on his face. Or there was some hidden teaching I'm not seeing. Thank you, Swamiji.
Atma Chaitanya, you have always very esoteric questions, no? Good question. First thing you said that Bhagwan has said it that yogi can know 6 months before that the time has come to leave the body. It happens if there is a normal death of a yogi, because there are some signs, Osho has talked about it, that he knows that after a few months he is going to leave his body. But if there is accident, no, Bhagwan does not have a normal death. No, it happens only in normal death. But suddenly, if somebody has accident or somebody is killed, murdered, then this rule does not apply. No. So you are concerned about Bhagwan's health. Yes, Bhagwan was doing yoga before he started sannyas. I have met him. Fortunately, I am fortunate that I joined him in Jabalpur days when their sannyas has not started, and Bhagwan had his own schedule. He was doing morning walk, and he was using Bulwarker. I have written in my book, he was doing exercise with Bulwarker, and he was doing lot of yoga postures, and also morning walking in the early morning before sunrise. No, he was every day in Jabalpur. He used to walk. So his health was very good, very good. Up to 70, no, there are changes in health. No, up to 70, he was regularly doing morning walk and exercise, and he looked very strong and healthy. After he started sannyas, when I joined him, there was no idea in Bhagwan's mind that he will start initiation. He was like Krishnamurti. That time it seemed that he would deliver lectures, but he is not going to take our responsibility directly. He refused, because I joined him in 69 March, and in first camp I attended in October 69. I requested him to initiate me. A lot of people were interested because his magnetism was so strong, no, that anybody would like to become his disciple. But Bhagwan refused. That time he had no idea that he will start initiating people. He said that let me remain free, and you also remain free. I can guide you. I can give you guidance, but at the moment I have no idea to taking responsibility, because initiating people is taking a great responsibility. So after he started initiating Sannyasin, after 26th of September, when he was conducting meditation camp in Manali, then immediately his life started totally change. He stopped all traveling, otherwise he was always on run when he was conducting programs all over North India. But after he starting sannyas, he confined himself to one room in Woodland in Bombay. He cancelled. He had many programs. We had many programs. So he cancelled all programs, and he confined himself in a room, and he was just conducting 2 meditation camps in Mount Abu in April and October. So that was only time when he was coming out. No? So there many questions were asked, because then Bhagwan started living in air condition, which he never liked before. Before he used to live in open air, but then he confined himself in an air conditioned room. So many questions were asked, and Bhagwan has, you can find out his answer in his lectures. Bhagwan said that after giving sannyas, I have taken responsibility, and whenever you need me, I have to be there. Bhagwan said that my real work is done when you sleep in the night. So I have to do a lot of astral travel, and I have to work, because when you are awake, you don't allow me to work upon you. When you are asleep, your conscious mind does not create trouble, and I can work upon you. So many times I have to be out of my body, and I have to reach to my sannyasin whom I have initiated. So everything changed. His dress changed. Before he was taking lungi and kurta, lungi and shawl. Immediately after sannyas, when confined into the air-conditioned room, the air-conditioned temperature was to be also very cold, 18 degrees centigrade. When the Indian normally lives on 24 degrees centigrade, but he used to live in 18 degree centigrade. So then he has to wear the gown, changed lungi to gown, and health also changed, because there was no morning walk, and he was confined in a room. So health changed after that slowly. In Bombay, 4 years, he lived from 70 to March 74. But he was healthy. He was healthy. He was conducting meditation camp in Mount Abu, and sometime coming for lectures. When he wanted a commune, it was not happening. It happened, a small commune in Pune in March 74. Then he has small garden where he can walk in the morning. So he used to walk in the morning in the garden. He used to sit under the sun. So his health improved. So up to 81, he was very healthy. He used to come for lecture in Buddha Hall, and he was very healthy up to 81. There were some physical problems, but overall he was very healthy. But going to America, we had to pay very heavy costs, and all his work destroyed. Bhagwan has said that by going to America has destroyed my whole work, and his health also. You have already said that he was poisoned when he was in jail. He was poisoned by thallium. That has been proved by test of his blood and his hair that he has been given thallium. So he was poisoned, and not only poisoned when he was in prison. After that also he was poisoned, and it was not a normal death, because people in his family, everybody lives more than 70 years. his father, his uncles, his brothers. So Bhagwan would have lived more than 70 years genetically, and although he has the best health in his family, so that way he should have lived more than 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. But it was not a normal death. You know all the history. I am not want to repeat it. It was not a death, it was a murder. No? So there is no question of prior indication. No? There several attempts were made, those who have read the lectures, there were black magicians were put into the meditation hall to damage his body, and everything was done to kill him. So that way, that indication theory does not apply because it was not a normal death. No? But his work, Bhagwan has said in his lecture that leaving his body is not going to stop his work. No? Yes, going to America has damaged much. Our commune was damaged. Lot of people have put all their money into the communes and dreams. Our dream was to build a city of 100,000 people. So that dream has been shattered. So there were a lot of frustration after that among the sannyasi. So things changed, much things. And Bhagwan has said that going to America has damaged my work. He has repeatedly said that. So after that, he could live only 4 years. He left his body in 90. So it was not a normal death. So that indication theory does not apply. His work, actually the master work starts only after, real work starts only after time, because super genius are all misunderstood when they are alive. You take the history, Jesus, when he was in physical body, he was calling people, come follow me, come follow me. Yeah? But how many people followed him when he was alive? Just 12. And out of the 12, the most intelligent one, Judas, he betrayed him. Now, after 2000 years, there are 2.5 billion people are following, and Christianity is the largest religion. So it takes time to understand super genius. When Muhammad was in physical body, only 40 people were following him sincerely. Now Islam is a second largest religion. It happens with all the enlightened masters. So Nanak so with Osho, actually the actual work when Bodhidharma went to China, he converted the whole, not only China, but whole Far East, China, Korea, Laos, Thailand. One person changed the whole Asia, Eastern Asia, into Buddhism. Padmashambhav, one Padmashambhav, he was born in Kashmir, he meditated in Kathmandu, became enlightened in Kathmandu, went to Tibet and converted whole Tibet a Buddhist country. So now Osho's Bodhidharma and Padmashambhav will come. And they will spread Osho into the world. So real work happens after the master leaves his body. So we are waiting. The very genius children are born in Osho sannyasi's family. I noticed in Nepal and other places also, because people who were initiated by Osho in his lifetime, they were living body. Most of the people who were directly initiated by Osho, they have over 70. So they are leaving the body every year. Direct disciple of Osho are leaving the body. Some of them may have become enlightened, they had not to come back. But many of them is coming back in Osho family. That's the whole Bardo and whole Tibetan art, as Master guided the soul to be born in a appropriate place from where he can continue his further journey. So what I am noticing, that many sannyasi are being born in sannyasi family, and they are showing sign that they have been also discipled in their past life. In Nepal, I have over half a dozen girls and boys. They were also sannyasi, no? So these boys, when they will grow, they will spread Osho. These girls will spread Osho, no? So his work, nobody can check his mission, no? Nobody can check. So it is going to spread, and that Bhagwan has also said that when I will leave my body, you are not going to lose anything. Rather, you will gain which you are not going to understand at the moment. So now we feel that when we do Shaktipat, Osho becomes available in America, in Australia, in Canada, through internet. No? People report me that after Shaktipat, not only they feel Osho present, but the room becomes charged, and they feel that his room has become a Buddha field for a couple of days. No? Energy remains in the room for a couple of days. So that miracle has started happening, and Bhagwan is working hard, and his message is going to spread. That's the whole story.